Hello po, I am Armando Razon Jr. from TA7, running as your Accountancy Student Council President under Lakasdiwa. Running, I have two advocacies and three platforms. My personal advocacies is first, of course, students' rights awareness, kasi syempre it's inherent in my position that I'm running for. And second is student empowerment, because I think that that is what we need right now. So I'll go to my platforms. I have three platforms. First is Art Your Right. Art Your Right is a project that is going to be an exhibit, an art exhibition, and an art competition between the AMVians. So gusto ko po kasi i-portray ng AMVians ang rights nila through art. Because alam ko naman po na meron pong rights din sa bawat room. But what I've noticed is that it's getting ignored. Wala po kapasin sa kanya, and it's because hindi siya kapansin-pansin. So what I want to do to make students aware is to immerse themselves in art. And of course, something that's eye-catching. Tapos of course, mag-export din po ako, mag-import din po ako ng art from external sources para mas maganda yung maging exhibit. Second of all, I have Safe Zone. Safe Zone is a 3-day event that I aim to push through during Straw Week. Safe Zone aims to reduce student harassment and discrimination in our college. So yun po, I want to tackle bullying and discrimination in general. Kasi syempre, more than academic life, AMVians have personal lives, and I know that bullying is such a big part in what is happening to them. So yun po yung gusto kong mangyari. And lastly is the Rec Line, which is what I plan to be a new grievance system for AMV.
Okay. Then yung first main question ko is, binigay mo yung advocacies mo, which are student rights awareness and student empowerment, right? I'll just ask you, what is your vision for ASC? And please be specific, like, yung point talaga, ano yung vision mo na, ano yung branding ng ASC under your term?
When I think of a vision, a dream big, gusto ko malaki siya. So, my vision for ASC is for it to be the best local student council, the premier student council, out of all the local student councils we have. Gusto ko na inclusive siya of the students, na pati yung organizations, they will feel included because for me, the student council is created for the students and by the students, syempre. So, I don't want it to be isolated. I don't want it to be isolating. Gusto ko po na yung magiging siyang best student council because it actually fights for the students. And it actually is the voice and the representation of the entire student body.
Best in terms of what?
Best in terms of events, best in terms of student representation, and best in terms of fighting for the rights of the students.
So, does that mean na more focusing sa student rights, yung magiging branding ng student council under your term?
Hindi man po siya totally focused on that. Pero yes, it's a big part.
Yun yung highlight.
Apo.
Dun sa project mong Art Your Rights, kasi di ba, as an AMVian, sobrang focus tayo sa ACADS, tapos quizzes, exams, na alam ko naman napipil mo na kapag nai-install ka with studying, naiinis ka. So, how will you ensure student participation with your project?
Yun po sa Art Your Right na student competition, it's not going to be super intense na sculptures or anything like that. Gusto ko po something that many AMVians are passionate about, like photography, painting, writing. Kasi yun po yung mga things na AMVians actually make time for. Kasi they're passionate about it. And what more, if they're passionate about something, they can write about something that relates to them and that will actually affect them. Ayun po.
So, you mentioned na may external sources. Like what?
I'm planning po to tap CFAD SC para po makatulong po sila if ever they can help us na gumawa ng stuff. Siyempre po, arts and design sila. So, they have plates and they have many things. So, I know that they can help us in portraying the rights, and of course, helping us in making students aware din po.
Thank you.
Thank you po. May follow-up. Ayun, follow-up lang dun sa project na Art Your Right. Okay, maganda siya in terms yun nga, yung vision mo for the council is highlighting the students' rights. Pero, meron ba siyang any continuity plan? Like, after ma-exhibit yung mga students' rights, na gusto nga ng mga students, like, na gusto nilang i-highlight or sa tingin nilang right nila as a student, ano na, after? Ano mangyayari?
Wala po akong concrete project for that. Kasi, I believe na yung pagiging aware nila, pagiging educated nila, kasi information yun it defeats ignorance. And right now po kasi, what's happening is, students are channeling their rants on UST files and social media and many other things na feeling nila na wala kasi silang boses. So para sa akin po, yung Art Your Right, bibigyan niya ng avenue, yung students, bibigyan niya ng information para malaman nila na they can go to us because they have the right.
So, for you, yung project na to is more on the informative side lang.
Yes po.
Pero wala ka bang, hindi mo ba naiisip na pwede ka bang mag-explore ng other avenues rather than the informative side?
Apo.
Kasi may mga pwede pa kasi siyang puntahan.
Ayun po, ayun po, gusto rin po kasi siya, enlighten po siya with my other project, Direct Line, wherein we will put what they have learned into action by channeling their grievances to the student council and using the ASPA as well in order to formally have a dialogue with the administration.
Good afternoon. So, yung main question ko is, yung dito sa project mo na Direct Line, no? Paano natin mapapayag yung admin and faculty na pumunta sa Direct Line?
Doon po sa Direct Line na formal dialogue between the students, administration, and the faculty. Gusto ko po kasi magkaroon po syempre ng meeting muna. Gusto ko i-formalize po muna lahat and talk to the administration, the compromises it will take. Kasi syempre po, I'm doing Direct Line, hindi lang po para ipaglaban yung students, but it is also to promote the goodwill of both the council and the administration. Kasi what's happening right now is, nagkakagulo yung students kasi hindi nila alam kung bakit ganito, kung bakit ganyan, kung ano yung rationale behind the decisions of the administration. And nagkakaroon ng bad image sa administration, nagkakaroon ng bad image ng council kasi kulang na information. So doon po si Direct Line, what I will propose to them is by explaining to the students why they're doing this and why they are imposing these rules is for the goodwill of the students as well. So parang it will be a win-win situation. Ayun po yung plano ko. So in the meeting of planning Direct Line, ayun po yung gusto ko lang mangyari na magkakaroon po ng compromise and napapag-usapan po yung mga limits and yung lines na bawal i-cross between the students, administration, and the faculty.
Follow up. Tingin mo mapapapayag mo sila kasi busy sila, kunyari, yung mga faculty natin, busy sila. Do you think mapapapayag mo sila?
Ano po, hindi naman po na kailangan yung buong administration or yung buong faculty. I'm just going to ask for a representative na kayang, i-represent yung buong admin and yung kaya i-represent yung buong faculty. And during po sa planning process, syempre, mag-set po tayo ng time and date and venue para po ma-clear din po nila yung schedule nila beforehand.
Last na. Ano yung unanswered queries na tinutukoy mo dito? Ano yung unanswered queries? Nakasulat dito, many unanswered queries.
Apo.
Ano yung mga unanswered queries na yun?
General questions po like, bakit ayaw ng admin ng other than blue jeans, but ayaw ng admin ng hair color? Yung mga simpleng ganun po na hindi pa na-fully answer, sinasabi lang po ng administration na bawal. So kailangan po kasi lang rational behind it.
Okay, thank you.
Follow up lang ako sa question niya. Kasi for the part naman ng students, paano siya magiging effective? Kasi ihaharap mo yung students with people na may authority. Tapos nagsasabi sila ng reklamo nila about the admin or the facilities. Tapos, di ba, may takot ng students na magsabi ng ganun. Paano siya magiging effective?
Actually, ang gagawin po kasi namin is, during the process, magko-collect po kami ng grievances from the students. And the representation, tulad po na sinabi ko, may representative po yung administration, may representative po yung faculty, and the student body, ang representative po is kami. Kami po yung magdidirect ng questions and magtatanong ng questions towards the admin para po representing po talaga yung lahat ng problems ng student body.
Follow-up ko lang. Yun din sa sinabi mong unanswered queries, simple questions lang. Do you find it necessary for the students to organize a formal meeting for such simple questions?
I think it's necessary po kasi those simple unanswered questions are affecting AMVN's grade D. Sobrang laki po kasi ng impact na nagagawa niya sa students and gusto ko po na magkaroon po siya ng formal discussion. A professional forum and dialogue between the students and the administration para po makita po na authority is not important pagdating sa ganun. Parang kailangan po natin ma-answer lahat, ma-level yung playing field para malaman ng students and ma-inform sila kung ano yung mga nangyayari talaga.
Dun sa students, faculty, and administration, I assume meron ka nang nakausap na faculty or admin for you to make such claim na kasama sila dito sa event mo. Sino yun? Ang kausap mo yun?
Actually po, I haven't talked to the faculty. Kasi, syempre, kailangan ko po muna siya ma-formalize. May word ma-formalize. Kailangan ko po siya ma-form before ko po mag-take action. Pero syempre po, once it starts, yung meetings, kailangan ko po talaga makausap na din sila. So as of now, wala pa po kasi right now, it's still a proposal.
Yeah, it's still a proposal. Pero, nilagay mo na sila dito eh. Nilagay mo na sila. So, yung mga students, once they know about this, mag-expect sila. Eh what if dumating yung time na, okay, magde-direct line na eh. Mangyayari na, materialize na yung event. Hindi pumayag yung faculty and admin. Anong gagawin mo?
Tulad nga po sinabi ko, before it even materializes, gusto ko po magkaroon po ng meeting. Meeting po talaga between the administration and the faculty para po mapag-usapan lahat ng compromises and yung mangyayari po talaga sa event. The venue, the time, everything para po mag-materialize siya beforehand. This will happen before the academic year starts po.
So bakit mo siya nilagay dito kung wala naman pala siyang assurance?
Hindi man po sa walang assurance yung kaya ko siya nilagay. Nilagay ko po siya para po malaman ng students na gusto ko i-form, gusto ko i-unite yung tatlong bagay na bumubuo sa AMV College of Accountancy, which is the faculty, the admin, and the students. Gusto ko po magkaroon po sila ng meeting point. Kaya ko po siya nilagay kasi gusto ko po na may mangyari, na alam nila na may gagawin ako to unite the three factors that create our college.
Then after which, pag hindi sila pumayag,
Siyempre po, ayun po, as I said, yung sa meeting po, kailangan po kasi, hindi naman po kasi siyempre na ako lang po yung mag-decide. There should always be a compromise na mangyayari para po, mapapayag po sila and mapapayag po yung administration, faculty.
So ano yung solution mo kapag hindi siya nag-materialize? Ano yung parang backup plan mo? Ano yung may offer mo sa students in return? Na connected din sa direct line?
Actually, direct line po is not solely a professional dialogue. As I said po nung introduction ko, it will be a grievance system as well. Na in partnership with ASPA para matulungan po. Kasi yung current grievance system po natin, medyo nakukulangan po ako. Kasi syempre nagpo-post sila ng timeline sa Facebook on what is happening and how it happens, kailan nila ginawa to. Pero kulang po siya ng discussion kung ano reason ng admin behind it. So yun po yung gusto ko mangyari na pag mag-post sa Facebook, hindi lang timeline.
Ayun. Doon pa din ako sa paano ako hindi siya mag-materialize. Okay, sige. Nag-meeting. Tapos kinausap mo na sila, Ma'am Beth, ganyan. Then sinabi ni Ma'am Beth, hindi naman na necessary explain yan eh. Then walang pumunta sa admin, wala din pumayag sa faculty na i-represent sila dun sa dialogue na pinaplano mo. Anong gagawin mo?
Ayun po, part po din kasi kasi yung forum po, it will be semestral na mangyayari, pero the project will be year-round. Kasi po, siyempre kapag as needed po yung questions ay yung problems, hindi man po kaya mag-reserve agad ng event, ng venue, hindi po kaya magtawag agad ng representative. So ang plano ko po doon is to post a facts question, frequently asked question poster sa Facebook kung saan po may i-explain ng admin behind the curtains yung questions.
Ayun, so may ganun ka palang plan. Eh, what if na, ito nga yung alam ng students, kasi ito yung pinropose mo, ngayong tumatakbo ka, na magkakaroon ng dialogue between us and admins with faculties. So paano nga yun? Hindi sila pumayag, then dumating na yung time ng event. Nasaan sila ma'am-bet? Nasaan yung faculties? Sila yung gusto namin makausap, ayaw namin ng online lang. So paano mo siya i-face?
Bago po kasi mangyari yun, syempre, ayun po, as I said po talaga before, I will compromise enough para po mapayag niya admin. There will always be follow-ups, memos, para po ma-assure na may representative na pupunta. And dun po sa beforehand, bago po kasi siya syempre iset yung time, yung venue, kailangan po syempre, solid na, concrete na yung mga mangyayari kung sino yung representative, and a-assure ko po na mangyayari po yun through consistent follow-ups, ganun.
What if nga ayaw nila? Kasi parang, kunwari ako yung prof or ako yung admin. Simple questions lang, haharapin ko yung students. Is that necessary? Parang common sense naman na bawal yung may kulay yung buhok. Kasi yun talaga yung nakalagay sa handbook. So yun yung reasoning ko. Ayaw ko talaga ng event. Start pa lang, ayaw ko nang i-materialize niyo yung event. Pero pinush through nyo siya without, ako na rin, push through mo pa rin siya. So paano yun? Magagalit yung students kasi ina-expect nilang makakaharap nila yung admins. Eh ayaw nga nila, ayaw nilang harapin yung mga students, ayaw nilang pumunta kasi feeling nila masyadong mababaw yung dahilan kung bakit nila kailangang harapin yung students.
For me po kasi, syempre, iba po yung view ng administration, faculty sa students. For the students po, I want to explain to the admin and to the faculty that there is a strong clamor for answers, no matter how shallow it is, because it is affecting them. Importante po na papa-understand ko po sa administration and faculty na sobrang na-apektuhan yung students, and that is why they are asking for answers, no matter how shallow, no matter how shallow it feels to them. Malaki pong bagay.
Do you have any experiences talking with the administrators?
Other than pag-ayos po na for an event, no.
Then I guess, dapat tingnan mo yung point na yun bago, kasi maganda siya, kaso nagiging masyado na siyang idealistic, lumalayo na siya sa reality, kung mamamaterialize ba or not. I guess, yun nga, since wala pang masyadong experience with the admins, puntahan mo yung point na yun, yung viewpoint na yun, kasi maaring hindi matuloy itong event na to kasi hindi mo na-check yung aspect na yun. Okay lang.
Can you cite kung ano yung mga problems, yung mga clamor ng students? Specific examples.
Sige po. First of all po, syempre, one of the most relevant problems we have today is the blue jeans policy. Kasi syempre, we are the only college na nag-impose ng rule na yun. And after that, sobrang laki pa na naging problem niya for the students. Kasi syempre, akala nila blue jeans lang in general. So, marami na kaya na, di marami nagka-problem. And of course, the hair policy as well. Maraming nagkaka-problem kasi hindi nila mag-gets kung bakit bawal yun.
Tingin mo tayo kaya natin sagutin yung mga ganong questions?
For me, no. And that is why I'm proposing direct line. Kasi gusto ko po malaman kung bakit yun in-impose ng admin, kung bakit may rule na gano'n. Kasi ayun po talaga yung nangyayari, may kakulangan sa information for the students. Kaya gusto ko po malaman kung bakit ginagawa ng admin to promote their goodwill as well.
yung hair policy, hindi mo kayang sagutin kung paano, kung bakit kailangan lang.
Well, for me po kasi, I don't fully understand the hair policy. Kasi, it is our constitutional right to have freedom of speech. And the rationale behind the hair policy is to appear professional. And, well,
Then nasagot mo na yung tanong kung bakit lang.
oo nga po, pero for me po kasi, our constitutional right outweighs what the administration wants. Mas importante pong i-uphold natin yung freedom of expression natin because it doesn't tamper with being professional. It doesn't tamper with appearing, with being pleasing to the eyes of the office.
Thank you.
Yung dun sa sinabi mo na, na hindi kayang sagutin ng student, like seriously, hindi siya kayang sagutin ng students. Like kahit ako kaya ko na sagutin. Parang, syempre, training ground yun eh. Kasi sa professional field natin, we're guided by rules. And kung dito pa lang, students pa lang tayo, hindi na siya kayang sundin ng students. What more? So yun yung isang reason kung bakit ini-implement yung mga ganong bagay for us to learn how to follow rules. So parang feeling ko, nawawalan ng sense yung direct line kung ganong klaseng tanong lang yung mga itatanong ng students. Kasi at the end of the day, kaya siyang sagutin through common sense kung lalaliman lang ng students yung pag-iisip nila.
Ayun po, opo, kaya po siya sagutin through common sense. Pero, gusto ko po malaman yung specific details. Gusto ko po malaman ng students yung specific details kung bakit po ginagawa ng admin. And yes po, we need to follow the rules. But we also have the constitutional right to express ourselves freely. So gusto ko po magkaroon ng meeting point kung saan kaya po mag-agree ng administration and ng students.
Sige. Alis na kami sa direct line. For safe zone naman. For safe zone, 3-day event siya to reduce bullying and discrimination. Repeat ko lang, 3-day event for that specific topics. Tapos, medyo in-line siya sa services na binibigay sa atin ng guidance office. So, anong importance niya? Anong pinagkaiba niya sa pwedeng i-offer ng guidance?
Actually, yung plano ko po kasi talaga is to be in partnership with the SWDB and the guidance office. Kasi 3-day event will be composed of seminars and external factors na ilalagay ko po in AMV. Kasi gusto ko po magkaroon po ng physical health desk in AMV kung saan pwede po nila i-direct yung concerns nila to the SWDB if they can point out who has been bullying them and who has been harassing them so that that person can be sanctioned. And if they feel abbreviated, the help desk can also direct them to the guidance office para matulungan po sila. Kasi syempre po, the office is right there, always. Pero there's something about igniting something in them na alam nilang kaya silang matulungan. So ayun po, gusto ko po magkaroon ng safe zone para mabigyan focus yung personal lives ng students if ever they have been bullied or they are bullies. Gusto ko mabigyan ng focus yun.
Sabi mo dito, this will be composed of seminars and various activities. What are these various activities?
Gusto ko po magkaroon po ng I'm taking inspiration from Quezon City. Kasi right now, they are posting tarpaulins of how you should not catcall. And things like that, yung mga gusto ko magkaroon ng bagay na mababasa nila, na makikita nila, na i-call out kung ano mang maling ginagawa nila.
Saan natin kukunin yung cost ng mga tarpaulins and such?
Siyempre po, in line with the project proposal, may budget proposal din po akong ibibigay. Kung saan i-cover po nun yung cost ng tarpaulins and whatever na kailangan po for the speakers ng magiging seminars.
Please specify kung ano yung mga bullying and discrimination.
Okay. Ang gusto ko pong first i-tackle is catcalling kasi importante po siya right now. Of course, we have social media na nangyayari po siya constantly and every day. And of course, I also want to tackle, being a part of it, the LGBTQ discrimination that's happening in the Philippines.
Okay. So yung tatlo,
And many more po. Yun na po yung mga specific na kaya ko ibigay right now.
basic ka. Hindi mo ba isasama dito? Kasi last time, we attended yung dialogue with accreditors. And one thing na gusto nilang, na parang discrimination na highlight doon is yung BSA, BSMA. Wala ka bang plans about that? Hindi mo siya nasabi? Or kasama siya dun sa more?
Siyempre po kasi I want to hingi rin po ako ng suggestions with my co-EBs and the student body. Kasi as I've said, I want to be the voice of the students. So kung ano po kami, we will listen kung saan sa tingin nilang aspect in their lives they feel discriminated. And we will tackle that professionally through seminars.
Yung second question ko, situational question siya. So, okay, siguro yung direct line na lang. Example is direct line. Sa tingin mo tama siya, dapat siyang gawin, dapat siyang materialize. So, check siya sa'yo. But, the rest ng EBs mo or ng co-officers mo, ayaw siya. Kasi sa tingin nila masyadong mababaw yung effect. So, anong gagawin mo? Ipo-push through mo ba yung gusto mo? Or willing kang mag-give way kasi para sa tingin ng lahat except you na nasa council, hindi siya dapat gawin?
Ang plano ko po dun, syempre, it will be discussed in a meeting ng co-EBs ko. And gusto ko po malaman kung other reasons kung bakit ayaw nila. And after that, syempre, kasi it is for the students din po naman kasi. I want to listen to how the students will react and how the students want it. Kung gusto ba talaga nila. Kasi syempre, I am just a mere actor for the students. I will act for them. So if they think, if the majority of the student body thinks that it's shallow, then maybe I will consider not pushing it through. Pero syempre, I will push through the grievance system that I plan. Maybe the dialogue, if they think it's not necessary, I will hear them out. I will hear the students out.
So, kung ayaw nila, hindi mo siya i-push through. So, nasaan yung firmness mo dun? Na okay, ito yung pinropose kong plan since presidency. Yun nga, since nung tumatakbo pa lang ako for the presidency. Tapos ngayon, dahil lang ayaw ng mga kasama mo. Parang, ang point ko is, what if binoto ka ng students dahil dun sa project na yun? Then ayaw ng mga kasama mo, hindi tutuloy. Dun ka nga binoto ng mga students eh.
Ano po kasi, I will fight for it with all that I can. Siyempre, paglalaban ko po yung project ko, pinropose ko siya eh. Papush through ko, kung kaya ko. Pero, kailangan po natin i-consider yung factor na na baka ayaw din ng students themselves. Kasi, syempre, we're just acting as the voice of the students. We're representing the entire student body. And if we push this through, no matter kung ayaw talaga nila, it will be defeating the point.
Okay, so what if kaming lahat yung students? Tapos, nagkasalubong tayo. Kasi, salubong mo kaming lahat. Then, sinabi namin, uy, nasaan na yung project mo? Direct line. Di ba sinabi mo yun? Nasaan na? Ba't di natuloy?
Siyempre po, kasi direct line is also a year-round project. It will also be a grievance system. Highlight lang po talaga yung dialogue between the students. So, if ever the dialogue will not push through, siyempre mag-release po kami ng official statement on why it won't push through. If whatever factors, isa-cite po namin. Kasi kailangan po na alam niya students publicly kung bakit hindi siya mangyayari, which is the entire point of the direct line as well.
Eh, what if nagalit kami? Hindi natuloy. Nakakainis ka, hindi mo tinuloy event mo, wala ka isang salita, nakarinig ka ng mga ganun sa students.
One of the things that I've learned is to always follow the rule of the majority. So kung majority of the students, they don't think na kailangan yun, or necessary, or ayaw lang talaga nila.
Hindi, yung ibis mo lang yung may ayaw. yung mga students gusto nila?
Well, if that's the case, I will fight for it. I will fight for it with all that I can. Gusto ko talaga siya mangyari kasi the 8 of us are merely representations of the student. Pero iba pa din yung 3,000 strong na student body na i-represent talaga namin. So kung gusto nila, kung they clamor for it, if they want for it, I will fight for it.
So, willing ka na i-push through talaga siya kahit ayaw nung like 7 or 6 na ibang officers? Paano mo gagawin?
Well, I won't fight for it alone, syempre. I will discuss with them. Kasi syempre, kailangan ko pag-usapan kung bakit maayaw nila talaga. Kung bakit ayaw nila i-push through, kung bakit gusto ko i-push through. And if we can't find a meeting point, then maybe I'll find a way to talk to the admin, to talk to the faculty, and make the project feasible and materialize it myself.
Yourself.
Myself and my entire team, of course.
So, what if walang meeting point? Ayaw talaga namin, like ayaw namin ituloy. Ganun silang lahat. Huwag mong ituloy yan, sayang cost, sayang kung ano man. Marami tayong dapat gawin, marami events na
Syempre po, for me, the student council is not only for the enjoyment of the students. More than social-cultural, we are also a social-political organization. So, ang importante po talaga is to voice out the concerns of the students. And kung it will entail cost, kung cost ang pinaproblema nila, mas importante yung strong representation students kaysa kung ano mang project yung kailangan, yung isa-sacrifice nila for that.
So, for me, more consistency on answering that.
Kasi makaka-relate dito yung mga student organizations. Kasi dinedefend muna namin yung mga project proposals namin kay Ma'am Beth. So for approval pa siya. And based from experience, yung mga projects mo, close to impossible na hindi siya ma-approve. Kay Ma'am Beth, pala. Based from experience yan alam mo yan. So paano mo siya ma-defend? Kasi ako, nahihirapan ako for you. Kasi close to impossible talaga siya na ma-approve siya ni Ma'am Beth pala.
Ayun po, gusto ko po, as I said, when I talk to them, gusto ko po i-cite yung reasons kung bakit importante na nandun din po yung admin and yung faculty. Kasi syempre, the role of the student council is to promote the goodwill of the council and the administration. And in that way, kung mapupush through yung direct line, they can promote their own goodwill. Kasi syempre, probably magkakaroon ng image yan na umiiwas lang sila sa answers, na they're hiding something, kaya ayaw nila mag-represent, kaya ayaw nila i-push yung project. So, by meeting with them and compromising a way, mapapakita ko po na they can help themselves as well. Na it's hitting 2 birds with 1 stone talaga.
So, yun sa direct line yun. Nag-focus ka sa direct line eh. What about your other 2 projects, yung Art Your Right at yung Safe Zone? Paano mo siya i-defend?
Well, Safe Zone naman po kasi it is really for the welfare of the students. So I will try to make them understand na importante ito para sa students kasi more than academic lives, they have personal lives na sobrang nakaka-apekto sa kanila. So I will show them na importante ito for the welfare of the students. And for Art Your Right naman, syempre, the only way to beat ignorance is through information and through immersing themselves in their own rights and by knowing it themselves. So importante po.
Sige, tuloy mo yung sa Art Your Right.
So yung sa Art Your Right naman po kasi, importante din po na alam ng students yung rights nila because for me kasi, kaya nila na-channel yung rants nila on UST Files on Twitter kasi they feel like they lack a voice. Kasi they don't know their own rights na, did you know that you're right na karapatan mo na magsalita without having fear of being sanctioned. Yung mga ganun na bagay na kailangan alam nila para lang makapagsalita talaga sila.
So ito na, sabi ni Ma'am Beth, ayaw ko yan. Walang point yung mga projects mo. Ano yung plan of action mo?
Well, for me, my plan of action, kung I will consult with the EPs, I will ask for their help. Kasi syempre, kung lahat kami, unanimous na sa tingin namin kailangan ito ng students, gagawa talaga kami ng paraan. And my first thought is a signed petition. Kung gaano talaga nila ko gusto, I will have AMV and sign sino yung mga gusto, and I will direct it to the admin. Kasi it has worked before. I know someone who has done that.
Signed petition, di siya mag-work eh. Kasi, lalong, parang humingi ka ng tulong sa iba, parang it only shows na hindi mo kaya tumayo mag-isa. Hindi mo kaya i-defend yung project mo. Kailangan mo pa yung buong student body. Kailangan mo ng petition. Eh, kapag nag-a-approve ng project, ikaw lang yung haharap kay Ma'am Beth. So, ano pa yung naiisip mong ibang plan of action besides from petition na parang hindi talaga siya mag-work?
Sabi ko may petition because I know someone, ASC president siya before, and nagpa-sign petition siya, and it has worked. Pinasa po nila sa amin, and nangyari po, naging feasible po yung project na gusto niya. Kaya ako po yun sinay. And of course po, as I said, I will consult with my co-APs. Para po, kasi syempre, I will fight for it. I will find a compromise. I will find a meeting point kung saan masasatisfy both the administration and the faculty and us, the student body.
So, ito yung tanong ko. Dito, sa Arthur Right, sa tingin mo, ilang percent yung ng AMP students ang pupunta? Ilang percent ng AMP students ang magpa-participate sa Arthur Right?
Yun po, yung sa art right po kasi I plan to have
Percent only. Ilang percent ng AMP students ang magpupunta? Tingin mo?
I'll just explain po where the venue will be held.
Sige, saan natin?
It will be held within AMD.
Saan?
Sa AMD po. Sa
AMP?
lobby.
Sa lobby. Oh.
And
Sa
then,
tingin mo, ilan yung dadaan doon? Ilang percent ng AMP students ang dadaan at mag-stay? Titignan nila yung mga Arthur Right.
I'm taking inspiration of it.
I'm talking of the percentage. Ilang percent?
I want to assume 70 to 80%. Wait, I will explain po.
Sige.
I'm taking inspiration from an exhibit that happened in the AMV lobby as well before. Meron po siyang photographs, if you remember, or maybe not. Photograph exhibit siya before. And one of the things na nakita ko is pinagkaguluhan siya. So, I myself went to it and nakita ko yung impact niya on the students. Na yes, dumadaan ka lang sa lobby, pero when something catches your eye, you stay. Kaya po yung I took inspiration from what happened before na pinuntahan talaga siya ng students, na maraming pinagkakagulo siya, binabasa talaga siya ng students. So, I'm saying this with conviction, 70 to 80%.
Sige, dito na tayo sa safe zone. Ilang percent?
I want to assume 60, 70. Kasi every one of us has been bullied at one point or another. At some aspect in our lives, we have been harassed, discriminated. It is part of AMVians. It is part of us as humans. So syempre, when something personally affects you, when you know that you are affected, pupunta kayo. Magiging interested ka.
Saan yung venue mo dito? Saan yung venue sa safe zone? Venue.
Okay. So yung seminars po, syempre, here, in the AMV Multipurpose Hall.
Kasya yung 60% ng AMVians dito sa purpose mo?
Syempre po may ano po kasi, at a specific time that it will be held, may mga class po yung iba. And it will not be only one seminar. It will be composed of various seminars tackling different issues. So, hindi naman po kasi lahat apektado sa catcalling. Hindi naman po lahat apektado sa LGBT issues. So parang wherever they feel comfortable and wherever they feel affected, doon lang po talaga sila pupunta. So, 60% in general. Pero meron pa po kasi yung kung saan sila directly involved.
Lastly, sa direct line, ilang percent?
I plan to have it 100% kasi I will ask the help of ASPA kasi I want the grievance system to be, well, written forms siya, given to the president of the class. And after that, I'm talking about the grievance system, not just the dialogue. Wait, ano po ba yung question? Dialogue or grievance system? Kasi I'm talking 100% for the grievance system. But the dialogue, syempre, 20-30%, and being realistic here. Kasi not everyone is comfortable with facing authority. Not everyone is comfortable with fighting with the authority or having a dialogue with the authority. Kaya 20-30% for the dialogue, but 100% for the grievance system.
Since patapos na yung time. Lahat ng presidents, sige, yung current president na lang natin ngayon, may mga ganito din siyang program before. Like, I mean, hindi man exactly ganito, pero meron din siyang mga pinropose na events with parang concerning students' rights and empowerment din. Pero, walang natuloy kahit isa. Hindi ba yun para sa'yo, parang hindi mo ba pwedeng i-conclude doon na hindi nga talaga ina-approve ng mga admin yung mga ganong events?
No. For me, no. I am an idealistic person. And I will always fight for what I think is right. And if I think that these projects are relevant and important for the students, I will fight. I will fight for maybe the student councils before have been distracted. Kasi sa tingin nila mas importante the enjoyment of the students. But for me, no. I will fight. I will fight for my projects and I will push myself in order for them to materialize.
Sige, idealistically speaking, push. Realistically speaking.
Siyempre po, I will, as an idealistic person, I will act guided by my principles. So,
Papaglalang, realistically speaking, sa tingin mo i-approve ng admin to? Yes or no?
yes, may paglalaban ko.